so that's something I told her, that you can't, okay, you can't be stuck in a box. Sometimes people, they want you to look in a certain way because you are black. You're supposed to look like that because you are black. I'm not into that anymore. No, seriously, people are free to express themselves how they feel, okay? You don't tell me how I'm supposed to look because I'm African or because I'm black. This is something I don't condone anymore. And I told her, the moment someone want to make you feel like you are supposed to be like, people are not supposed to tell you how you are supposed to speak because you are black. You're supposed to speak in a certain way. You're supposed to think in a certain way. I told her many times that you don't enter this kind of box or conversation, because this kind of people is a way to control you. Okay, it's kind of manipulation or controlling, and you don't want it. So even in your relationship, for example, your man not supposed to tell you exactly how you're supposed to look like. Okay, if he likes you the way you were, then why he wants you to change now? Does it make any sense? No, you saw me like that, and then you want to change, transform me. I don't say that the husband is not supposed to shape you in a way, but completely alter you because he wanted to be in a certain way. It's kind of really strange for me. It's a strange thing for me. As I became older and mature, I understand that it's not something that you should really buy into. No. So I told her, not because you are black, you are supposed to speak in a certain way, you're supposed to do anything. Be you and do you. Because this is a mistake that we do sometimes. It's a mistake. Okay, so we have an interesting conversation, and this is a little girl of 16, and I hope I told her someday we have to do some podcasts. It will be very interesting because you go to university very soon, and we have many things to discuss together as an auntie and as a niece.
The whole what's going on with the elections and everything. And did you see that Candace Owens, she had a podcast with Kanye West? Did you see that Candace Owens, she had a podcast with Kanye West? Like, that was such an unexpected friendship, but oh well. And also, not Kamala Harris, like, trying to pander to the, black community by, bringing Megan Thee Stallion. Apparently they also lied about Beyonce coming to perform, but then they justified it and they said that they didn't want a celebrity to outshine Kamala. Bro, what is going on with these elections? It feels like we're in another universe. It doesn't feel real. Anyway.
See, I introduced her to, I told her that you need to listen to people who are independent, people who are thinking out of the box, who are not in, and I admit that the media, the American media, American journalism, American media is no longer like it was before. It's really more like a French journalist say, propaganda even more. And it's sad because it doesn't look like journalism anymore. Media is manipulating, pulling your heartstring and everything. And I told her, sometimes you need to watch independent people who have their take on the news or what is happening in the country. And I introduced her to Candace Owens, of course, and she liked it. She has been watching Candace Owens for 2 years now. No, she has been, for a year now, because when did I introduce her? It was 2023. 2022, I introduced her to her when she was, she had her podcast, and now I'm glad because she's still watching Candace Owens. I like Candace Owens a lot, because she really makes you think on your own, and that's what we are looking from journalists today. Unfortunately, we don't see it almost often, we don't see it anymore because it looks like journalism is just doing what the politician wants you to. And then she's talking about Kamala Harris. She definitely is not. She doesn't like Kamala Harris either. She told me no, this woman. And if a child of 18 or 16 years old can already see that Kamala Harris is not someone that they should trust, how can you understand that the idea like people in America, there are still people who the lady hasn't proven to be the Kamala Harris. She can't even answer serious question on the country. I mean, you don't need to be American to see that this woman, how can she even pretend being the president? And she's gonna be the commander in chief. She can't even tell you what is happening in Ukraine, the crisis in Ukraine. She can't. What she says, like, basically, Ukraine is a country in Europe next to Russia, and Ukraine doesn't like Russia, and they don't get along. And Ukraine is a smart country. What is she talking about? And last time she was like, I mean, you don't even know what the lady really says. We don't really know what is, the country is going through economic, because, the bread price is rising, the gas price is rising, and the American family has to, stretch. Last time they were telling her that she'd never been to the border, and she was insisting, laughing. You've been to the border. You haven't been to the border. We've been to the border. You haven't been to the border. I mean, I haven't been in Europe either. I mean, you've never been to Europe either, and then what? What's my take on it? You have to take care of the country. You are president of this country. You are the VP of this country. That lady is going to be the commander-in-chief of the country. So,
this Kamala, exactly. And tell me why before she was say very brave, because I didn't research too much into it, but Candace said this, and she said that before she was trying, she was Indian. Before she didn't really associate with blackness, she was more for the Indians and stuff. And now she's all out for the black community and everything. And isn't that suspicious? But at the same time, she is biracial, so we can't really judge that. We can't really say, because she is both. So anyway.
Yeah, so it's quite interesting because I told her we should do a podcast together because we have so much discussion. I remember we talked about the royal family, all the thing that was happening in the royal family and everything. So yeah, I think maybe one day it will be interesting to see a teenager talking to her aunt on the podcast. What about that? How about that? It's really interesting. And yeah, she really takes time to watch. Last time she told me, I watched Donald Trump almost got shot. I got shot in the ears. And yeah, she follows the news. And I think it's really interesting to talk about that sometimes. She's young and she's very smart. I like my niece so much. I talked about her before in my video here. Yeah, she's studying in Spain. We will see what's going to happen, what is next for her. Anyway, so that's something I want to say here, everything we do, and I realize that children, it's a lot of work, it's not easy to raise children, and teaching them racism, I don't know if it's the right thing to tell them and stuff like that. And even in your home, I don't know. Me, I don't do that, and I don't think it's wise. I don't think, because life is life, I will still tell him that you are mean people everywhere, in families, in home, in community, in cultures. There are always mean people. You cannot just go after a specific race because of history or whatever, and you don't know where your blessing is coming from. Sometimes, your blessing can come from a white person. You have many black women or many black men who are married to also white people. So if the world was so racist and was cruel, or how people can get married together if there are some different ways, you see. So what I will do is to really show the positive side of humanity than only going to the wrong side, just the negative or the alarming. You attract what you believe, and the way you think, the way you are. Okay, the Bible says that the way you think, the way you are. The thought, the power of the thought. Okay, so thank you so much, and I will see you next time, and I will talk to you. The life I did wasn't good because it was a try, and it's not easy to go live because I just have 30-minute live, but I will improve with time, okay? I will improve with time. It's my son. He's home. He wasn't feeling well today. Me too. Actually, I'm not really feeling well. I have flu. Not a flu, but something like a flu. And yeah. Okay? Bye.